They call him the body man, the person closest to the president. The president's personal aide is a witness to history in the making. And for 5 years, Reggie Love had the privilege of being one of the closest people to the president every single day. From Senator Obama's 2008 campaign to his first years in the White House, the self-described chief of staff said he was the president's DJs, travel agent, messenger, punching bag, alarm clock, vending machine, and his surrogate son.
There are times where I'm not so calm. Reggie Love knows. My wife knows.
He's actually kind of like your assistant, your right-hand man.
He is the guy who makes sure I'm in the right place in the right time. He hands me stuff right before I need it because otherwise I lose it. He is an all-around great guy.
A new memoir titled Power Forward, My Presidential Education. He's giving us a glimpse into what it's like to be one of the few people to serve a president so closely. Joining me now is Reggie Love. Reggie, thank you for being here.
Reverend Sharpton, thank you for having me, and thank you for that very generous introduction. I really appreciate that.
Well, you've had quite an amazing journey. When you became his body man, there was no training for the job. How did you keep up with the president in those early days?
You know, I got to tell you, it was pretty tough, but it was also inspiring to see a guy who was more than half my age, work as tirelessly and as on a few hours of sleep as he did. But, as I write in the book, I definitely made a lot of mistakes. I tried not to make the same mistakes twice. And he was good with me as I was sort of going through those learning curves. He would always say that, in 2007, we were building the plane while it was speeding down the runway, ready for takeoff.
Wow. Now you and the president formed a bond over basketball. How did that start?
I remember the first time, I got an email from the senator, and it was about 4 months into the campaign, and it was late at night. I look at it, and it's Tony Parker's stat line. And I have a huge grin, and I kind of write back quickly, that's pretty good, but I insert Chris Paul's stat line, which was a little bit better that night. It was the first interaction that was really kind of, not related to sort of the daily grind of the campaign. And he's an avid basketball player, so we also played a little ball.
When you play, do you let the president win?
No, man, you cannot. I mean, the guy talks so much trash.
Yeah.
That, I mean, if he does win, or when he does win, it's a long week. You're itching to get back out there to try to get another game in.
Wow. I obviously have seen you on many occasions in my visits to the president or in my civil rights work. Did you ever, I'd see you in a lot of these things that were historic. Did you ever pinch yourself to say, am I really here? Am I really a part of this?
I mean, every day. I remember one day, I got to meet like great people all the time, like yourself, Reverend Jesse Jackson. I met Kofi Annan walking through the West Wing. I really was just an endless amount of amazing experiences that were able to shape me and to grow me and to be totally honest, it's quite humbling to see all these great men and all the things that they've been able to achieve and all the value that they've been able to create for their communities. It made me, and it continues to make me want to stay engaged and active in the political process, and
wow.
And to figure out how to continue to create value for as many people as possible.
Reggie, let's do some rapid fire questions.
Okay.
Best perk at working at the White House?
Air Force One.
Best food at the White House?
The 44 burger and the waffle fries.
Coolest place you went with the president?
Oh, man, such a good. The pyramids in Cairo.
Favorite celebrity you met?
Now that's a no-brainer. That's Jay-Z.
Finally, the biggest lesson you learned from working with President Obama?
That's a hard one. I learned a lot of them, but I think the thing that I will always take away from him is his ability to empathize with other people. You know, I told the story about how he'd written an anonymous check a couple times to people who were just like down on their luck that he'd met throughout the campaign and never made a story of it. You know, and there were points in times where it wasn't even sure if he was even going to be the nominee, let alone president. And you know, even at that early stage in the game, you know, he was really focused on how he could, you know, make things a little bit better for people who have it a little worse off than he did.
Wow. Reggie Love, thank you for your time this evening. Again, the book is called Power Forward, My Presidential Education.
Well, thank you for having me. You're a good man, and I appreciate all your hard work and service, man.
Thank you, Reggie. Thank you so much.
All right. Take care.
And I appreciate the humble as well as even spirit of Reggie Love. It reminds me of the president himself and a lot of his team. Not getting too hot, not getting too cold. Good days don't make them too intoxicated with glory, and bad days does not make them too depressed. If you have people like Reggie Love by your side that can keep their head, they can grow. Take someone under your wing, help them grow like Reggie Love did under the president. Thanks for watching. I'm Al Sharpton. Have a good weekend. Hardball starts right now.